So this right here costs right around $8.50, actually about $9 for the set meal here at this Japanese restaurant. This is $9 US. If you want a piece of fish over here, this is right around $13.50 for this right here. $13.50. This right here is like $12. So it's not cheap. This is obviously Japanese over here. It's not cheap, but it's pretty affordable. Yeah, pretty affordable. Hell yeah, Coach Gio, the resident spammer. We love it though. We love it. We love Coach Gio. Thank you, Coach Gio. Thank you very much. You can see, like, when you come out here to a Taiwanese supermarket, you come out here, a Taiwanese store, you know, everything is geared towards the Asian market, right? Obviously, this is in Asia, so we're in a small island in Asia, in the middle of the South China Sea, right? Everything you see here is made in Japan, so all these products are Japanese. So the Taiwanese people, they fuck with the Japanese products. They love things from Japan. So many of the things that they sell in here is from Japan. And if you guys know anything about Japanese cosmetics, some of the best in the world. Japanese cosmetics are some of the best in the entire world. I'm actually now kind of curious whether or not I can find American products like Dr. Bronner here. So I feel like they should have some Dr. Bronner products here. Let's keep it moving, y'all. Let's keep sharing this live stream. Let's keep it going. Keep sharing this live stream, everybody. Keep sharing, keep tapping on the screen. Thank you very much for everybody who tapped on the screen. And good morning, everybody back home in America. Good morning and wakey. Good evening, everybody in China, in Singapore, in Taiwan, everybody all around Asia. Good evening to you. Good morning to everybody in America. Right, Peony? They got some very nice products here. Anyway, let me get out of here. I'm supposed to find a bookstore. Thank you, Doha. Thank you, Doha. Let's get up out of here. Yes, wakey, everybody. Wakey. Hell yeah, we appreciate you guys. We appreciate y'all for being here. We have a lot of walking ahead of us, but the mood is so chill because I don't have to worry about the room fluctuating in numbers. I'm actually just learned to take my time with a lot of things that we go and see. So we just chilling. And McDonald's is closed. It ain't open. We're gonna get up out of here. What's up, Alicia Bling? What is up, Alicia? Everybody's asleep right now. We're gonna have more people coming in as soon as they wake up. Beautiful. What's up, sweetest girl? What's up? Let's get out of here. Let's go to the temple. So the plan for tonight is very simple. We're gonna hit up a temple. We're gonna see the lights, and then there's gonna be some residential attractions nearby, some street markets, some food. Tonight, when you guys come and watch me, it'll be morning time for me. I actually got to go to a different city, so we're gonna do a one-day tour of a brand new city when you guys watch me this evening. All right, so we got a pretty busy travel day ahead of me. Yes, Peony, thank you so much for posting my Venmo along with Coach Gio. The reason y'all do this is very simple. Not everybody could recharge their coins. So not everybody could subscribe. This is why many people cannot subscribe. This is why we're down to 1,300 subscribers here on TikTok. It's because of what Apple and Google is doing, which is not allowing the app to be in the App Store. So this is why they put my Venmo out here at the Monkey Kong for people who want to support our channel as we go around everywhere in Asia, everybody. We're going everywhere in Asia. Thank you, Chase, for sharing this live stream with so many people. Thank you, Chase. We'll keep it moving. Good morning, Christina Morales. Good morning. Good morning. Look how beautiful this is, the year of the snake. You know, a lot of this is all hand-painted, right? Now, see this? A lot of this is all hand-painted. What we used to do as a kid, you know, when I was a kid growing up in China, before we moved over to America, what I used to do is, I remember we would actually do a lot of school projects where we would hand-paint these things, and then the city that I lived in would display it. They would display it on on like they would just display it. They would take what we wrote and they would display it. See, it was almost 10 o'clock. This is why the lights just went off. It must be 10 o'clock. It's 10 p.m. right now. Why all the lights went off. Let's keep it moving, everybody. What is up, Dorito? Yes, BTS is in the house. I call myself BTS, big, tall, sexy. What's up, Dorito? Good morning. Where's all these people coming from? Where the hell is everybody coming from? Y'all ever see this shit? When, where's everybody coming from? Make me kind of curious. Hold up. Ryan, I ain't giving you shit. What are you talking about? Yeah, good evening to me. Good morning to you. Yeah, there's a lot of people coming this way. Gio, that's a nice mute. I appreciate you, coach. Where's all these people coming from? So I know they're not coming from work. It's Chinese New Year. Where are these people coming from, this building? What, they passing out money in this building? The hell? Y'all see, I'll see all these people coming out of that building. Look at this. Look at this right here. What the hell? Something is going on. I don't know if it's a movie theater or what, but this is the back of the mall. I know they're not working on Chinese New Year. What the hell? Let's keep moving. All right, let's get to 50,000 likes like Peony says. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Going through the alleys, y'all. We're hopping through the alleys of Taipei. We're gonna do a lot of this when we're in Tokyo. Just walk around the alleys and see the quiet neighborhoods of Japan. We're gonna be doing a lot of this. It's gonna be beautiful. Beautiful. You called out of work today, Barbarella? Is everything okay? Are you sick? Are you not feeling well? This one. Yes, let's keep the chats flowing. We're just exploring. We're going to a temple. Thank you, Tammy. Good morning, Uncle. Actually, let me show you guys something real quick. Let me show you guys something real quick here on TikTok before we keep moving. This is the reason why, I sent this to Uncle earlier. This is the reason why I decided to leave China for Chinese New Year. Okay? Look at this. Y'all see how many people there are in Macau? You see this shit right here? Look at this. Did you guys see that? That is the reason why we left China, Hong Kong, and Macau for Chinese New Year. Oh, I just got this as I'm looking at my phone. Thank you, Sandra, for the Venmo. Sandra, thank you for the Venmo. And she said, because it's Thursday. That's the memo. Thank you for the Venmo, Sandra. She said, because it's Thursday. Thank you, Sandra, for the Venmo. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you so much, Sandra, for the Venmo. Thank you, Jason and Tobin Irvine. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Sandra. She said, because it's Thursday. That's the reason why I left China during Chinese New Year, everybody. Because I knew it was going to be crazy crowded everywhere I go. It was going to be crazy crowded everywhere I go. That's why I decided to come over to Taiwan, where Chinese people, for the time being, what's up, Mike? Cannot come yet. They cannot come yet. So this is why, like when you see Macau as practice, what's up, Mike? As crowded as it is, where's the baddies at? Man, stop asking the same question over and over again, bro. This is not a show where we just look at women. This is a show where we explore other cultures and we meet other people from around the world, man. This ain't, we don't walk around showing women all the time, man. This ain't that type of show. Let's keep moving. Yeah, get that daily heart me in, y'all. It's only 1 penny. Get that daily heart me in, everybody. Get that daily heart me in. Man, what the hell is this, man? This looks demonic, man. What the hell? This looks like a scary movie. Y'all ever see this shit right here in a scary movie where the trees don't have anything? It just looks all fallow and stuff. Like, look at this, look at this. Yeah, join the Discord group. Great comment by Peony. Please make sure y'all join the Discord group. Look at this, man. This looks like a scary movie. This shit look demonic. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, I know, some grudge type shit. I know. We appreciate everybody being here. Oh shit, there go a homeless person right there, y'all. This person scared the shit out of me, man. He's just sitting right out there on the side over there. Look at that. He's just sitting on the corner over there, scared the shit out of me. As soon as I saw that, scared. Look at this. All right, I was supposed to go this way. Well, let me see if I want to go this way. Hold on one second. I think I go this. Nope, I go this way, and then I make a left turn. Yes, the Discord app is totally free. We got over 2,515 members now in Discord. You get a notification whenever I go live. Please share this live stream. Please tap on the screen. Let's keep it moving. And hold on one second. Hold on one second. Let me adjust my hat a little bit. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. Is literally modding for 7 hours a day. And yes, to make it clear, I do not pay him. He does this because he loves it. Coach is modding literally 7 hours a day. I appreciate you very much, Coach Gio. Thank you. I know my hair is getting very long, Sandra, but I'm not supposed to cut it until February. It's a Chinese tradition not to cut your hair right after New Year's. You're supposed to cut it before. I didn't, so I'm not gonna cut it for another month. I'm gonna grow my hair out. I told you guys, I'm gonna grow my hair out like BTS. I'm gonna grow my hair out. Daniel, when are we getting married? Shit. When you sign the prenup. When you sign the prenuptial agreement, we'll get married. Look at this. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. We got over 50,000 likes. Let's keep it moving. Yeah, I should be walking at a faster rate right now, but Maggie, thank you so much, Maggie, for the Venmo. Maggie, thank you for the Venmo. Thank you very much, Maggie. J-Face is inviting me right now, but I can't talk to him right now. I'm vibing. I'm vibing with the chat. Thank you for the Venmo, J-Face. Thank you very much. I gotta get back on track. Honestly, this is very complicated. Go straight, make a right. Nah, I don't think I'm gonna do. I don't think I'm gonna do too many battles tonight. Maybe one or two, but I want to just keep it moving. Nah, man, the beauty of it is that we get to go everywhere and look at the streets of a different city in the world. This is what I love to do, is walk through the cities of different places in Asia late at night. They show you what the streets look like. That's the beauty of it. And provided it's got to be a very safe city, like this one here, okay? Thank you, Maggie and Sandra, for the Venmos. I appreciate y'all. Now we're gonna move this way, then make a left. All right, let's keep moving. She also said, just because. Sandra's memo was, because it's Thursday. Her memo was, just because. I appreciate you, Maggie. Nah, I'm good with that, Chase. I can't do that. Chase, I can't do that. I could do it if I had like a police escort. If I had a police escort, I would give you guys like a walking tour of Detroit and Gary, Indiana, and south side of Chicago. Only if I had like a police escort. And Chase, I'm gonna guess that you haven't fallen asleep yet. I'm guessing that you've been up all night. Or are you just waking up early? Are you just having insomnia? Is that why you're watching me at this time of the day? If I get a bike, y'all won't be able to see my face. Because got a doctor's appointment in an hour. Okay. I got you. You don't need to go to a doctor's appointment, man. You need bird nut soup. You need bird nut soup, baby. Free the world. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. That's why I go live at this time. Because, you know, you guys got to understand, I don't live in America. I live in Asia. So a lot of the best time to stream is actually in the afternoon. I can't be streaming at that time because I'm sleeping. But I love to walk around. You don't need a doctor's appointment, Chase. You need a bird nut soup. You missed it last night. I was walking around and we went into the store. We saw some bird nut soup. This looks just like my high school in Chicago. I went to Lincoln Park High School in Chicago. This looked just like my high school. Yeah, Boeing Cap, you know, you gotta bring... See, look, I always tell you, look, keep that comment, Ken, Boeing Cap. Do you guys know why our stream is so successful? We have so many people who enjoy us, watching us. Sandra and Maggie, thank y'all. Like, you know why we have so many people who... And Dorito and Annabelle, everybody. There's so many people. And our moderators, Wendy and Peony and Gio. Like, you know why? Well, you know what makes our live stream interesting? The one thing you cannot dispute is the fact that it really helps be an American. Because ultimately, you're streaming for American people. They find it easier to understand if you could relate to them culturally. And you could break all the things that you see in a different Asian place into a concept that Americans can understand. So that's the first and foremost. I was very fortunate. If I was never able to go to America, thank you, Corinne. It doesn't matter how many ESL or how many English classes I take. It would never work. And the thing that I hope a lot of other creators watching this, they realize is that when you are streaming, you gotta provide value for your viewers. Your viewers are your customers. You know, I hate to say it like this in a very business-like manner, but you guys are my customers. Yeah, I mean, I don't run a gas station. I don't run a McDonald's. You don't buy anything from me physically, but y'all are my customers. Y'all patronize my establishment every single day. This so happens to be on TikTok. And you got to bring value to your customers in order for them to keep coming back and seeing you every day. Otherwise, you're just a big-ass Google Maps just walking around. Anybody could do that shit. Anybody could talk some bullshit when they're just walking down the street. You got to bring value to your customers. You got to show them something they haven't seen before. But anybody could do that. You got to say something they've never heard of before. That's the whole point of doing this. Otherwise, you're just doing cardio. Otherwise, you're just wasting time. You're just doing cardio. Otherwise, people will watch, but they won't find your content to be valuable. Thank you, Sam. Oh, it is the essence of any business. It's the essence. Why do you go to a dentist? Why is Chase about to go to a doctor's appointment? Because he probably got something that he needs to get fixed. That's why he goes to a doctor's appointment. Thank you, Plant Guru. Thank you, Sam. Oh, does that make sense, everybody? Like, anybody could walk. You could do it. Anybody, any one of you guys right now could come over on a flight with your U.S. passport, come over here to Taiwan and go down the street. Anybody could do this. That's not value. There's no value in that. Anybody could do it. Thank you, Tegan. The value is to have personality. It's to make it possible for your viewers to enjoy you as they look at all these things. Does that make sense? You guys are my customers. I gotta find a way to make you guys, keep you guys entertained every single day. Y'all are my customers. Does that make sense? I take that very, very seriously. All right, one of the things, all that bullshit aside though, one of the things you'll really notice about Taipei is that this place is far more ethnically diverse than mainland China is. Far more ethnically diverse. All right, and what do I mean by far more ethnically diverse? It's like the people here, in terms of their skin color, in terms of their ethnicity, you know what I'm saying? It's far more diverse. Because Taiwan, very similar to mainland China, is a very, very, very diverse place. You guys heard it last night from the gentleman, 17 different ethnic groups. And that's just the ones that he listed. So a lot of different faces that how do I say this, man? For lack of a better word, a lot of different faces that I really haven't seen in mainland China very much, from their complexion, from the way they speak. It is quite different from China. And the reason why it's so different is when you're in mainland China, usually different groups of people are confined to one area. Meaning, like, if you go to Tibet, let's say you go to Tibet, okay? The Tibetans are gonna live in Tibet. That's the whole point, right? They separated. The Tibetans will live in Tibet. The Xinjiang Uyghurs will live in Xinjiang. For the most part, everybody's gonna be separated according to their geography. But here in Taiwan, the island is only but this big. So people, you can run into anybody on this island. This whole place is like this big. So it's just from a human perspective, there's a lot more diversity here than I would have imagined. I would have thought everybody looks like me. Everybody looks like they're Han Chinese. But it's actually not the case, man. It's a very, very diverse place. And you see these two people right in front of me, man. They're like a typical Taiwanese people. Okay, they're typical Taiwanese people, but it's a very ethnically diverse place. All right, man. One of the things we love to do here on TikTok, thank you, Jeff, is we love to show some prices. All right, we love to show some prices here at the places that we have back home in America. Just try to compare the menu. Let's see how much things cost. This is the KFC. Let's go ahead and see how much things cost over here. And I'll translate the price into US dollars. A dollar is about 32.5 Taiwan dollars. Let's just try with some fried chicken. Start with some hot chicken. All right. Actually, let's do a big fried chicken meal, like a bucket. All right. This is probably the simplest thing to look at if you're here at KFC. Is a big bucket of chicken. That's a huge bucket, along with 2 packs of fries. Looks like small fries over here. Classic A bucket. Let me just click into it. This is complicated as hell. Actually, the bucket itself, all this chicken plus 2 fries, this is only 491 Taiwan dollars, which seems like a lot actually. This is 16 US dollars for this. And if you only want 1 fry, a smaller, this is for a group meal of 2 to 4 people. This one is only $12. 12 US dollars for this, for a bucket plus fries. 12 US dollars. Okay, I don't eat a lot of KFC in America because I don't think it tastes very good. I think it tastes very good in Asia. But let's look at the biggest bucket they have. So this right here is the biggest bucket they have for 8 people. You got a whole bucket of chicken. You got a large Coke. Thank you, Bowen. You got 3 chicken fries. You got chicken burgers, and you got 3 fries, and you got 6 egg cakes, egg tarts, and that is $30. Actually, $29. More like $29.50. Okay, so this is for a group of 8 people, $29.50. And if you look at a little burger here, $3 for this, $4.50 for this, $4.50 for this, $4 for this, $3 and about 20 cents for this. Okay? Yes, at the Monkey Kong. No tax. Tax is already included. Tax is already included. If you pick a la carte, yeah, this is 2 pieces of fried chicken, $4. 2 pieces of thin and crispy fried chicken, $4. $3.80. $3.70. Okay, so this is what the menu item looks like here at KFC. Pretty cheap. I don't think it's pretty cheap. I'm not sure if it's as cheap as McDonald's yesterday, but the price is pretty cheap. And lots of different combo meal selections. And open 24/7. Let's keep it moving, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody back home in America. Goody, you're probably like for 1 person or 2 people, you could probably like less than $10. Less than 10 US dollars for a meal at KFC. Thank you, Doha. What's up? Good morning, Patricia Shorty. Good wakey, everybody. Wakey. We are in the streets of Taiwan. We're in the streets of Taipei. Exploring late at night. Thank you, Judy. Let's keep it moving, everybody. Beautiful. Good morning in Michigan, Sheila. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Time to wake up. Good morning. Wakey. Yeah, we appreciate that. At the Monkey Kong is my Venmo. We appreciate you guys very, very much for all the love and support that you show to the channel. Keeping my ass on the road. We appreciate it very much. Good morning in New Zealand. Good morning. Good morning in New Zealand. I feel great. I had a nice nap. I had some nice Ding Tai Fung for dinner. I could do this for another 3 hours. We're gonna be on the road for quite a while, baby. Let's keep moving. Yeah, me too, Gotti. I like Chinese prices better. All right, hold on one second. Man, Maggie, thank you, Maggie, for the Venmo. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you very much, Maggie, for the Venmo. I appreciate that. She's a customer here, happy watching. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you very much, Maggie. Tommy, it's not salted egg, it's an egg tart. T-A-R-T. It's a traditional, it's a very, very traditional Chinese snack where you put egg and you bake it and you add a lot of sugar. It's very sweet. As you have probably noticed the last few days of us being here in Taiwan, they love to have their confectionaries and their sweets. They love to eat sweet food out here. They have a big sweet tooth here in Taiwan. Their sweets is world famous. They got a lot of different pastries, a lot of confectionaries. If you would say that mainland China is very meat and protein focused, and they love their meat, they love their chicken, they love their beef, they love their shrimp and seafood, I would tell you that Taiwanese people seem to not care about that nearly as much as they love their bubble tea and they love their sweets. Okay? You know what I call that? That's called a product of having been rich for a very long time. You know why? Because when I was growing up as a kid, I had a very good life. My family was middle class, but if you go back another 20 years to an older generation in China, they couldn't even afford pork. They couldn't even afford meat. They couldn't even afford meat. Let me show you guys a little app that I use every single day to do my shopping. Check this out right here. Y'all see this little shopping app right here that I use? This is called JD. This is the Chinese version of Amazon. All right, this is the Chinese version of Amazon. It's called JD. All right? The reason I pulled this app out is because the founder of this app, his name is Richard Liu. You could Google him, L-I-U. He's got the same name as Oliver. Richard Liu is the guy's name. When he grew up, he was so poor, this guy would tell stories about how his entire family had like one piece of pork, and it's gotta last like 3 weeks. And every single day, he would eat a bowl of rice, and that was a luxury. And what his grandma would do is use lard, which is pig fat, which we don't even use in America for a lot of things. A lot of Americans don't even use lard because they think it's unhealthy. She would scrape off a spoonful of lard and mix it with the rice. And that's what this guy had to eat every single day. Well, not, he only had that like once a week. He said, I could still remember the taste of lard in that rice. It was the best thing ever. Okay, so my point is, the people here, I think the reason why they like their sweets so much is because I feel like this place has been advanced for a long time, so they could, they like their snacks a little bit better. Man, 40, 50 years ago, people in China couldn't even afford to eat meat. This is why Chinese people love meat. We love meat. We love our chickens, our ducks, our goose, our beef, our pork. We love our meat. We love meat, everybody. We love meat. Let's keep it moving. Yeah, Patricia, when you've been poor for a long time, you know what I'm saying? When you've been poor for a long time, you chase after what you never had as a kid. Why do you guys think I love women so much? Because when I was in high school, I wasn't exactly a ladies' man. I was so focused on the books. They say you chase after what you never had as a kid. And I never had that when I was in high school, man. I was never invited into any parties. I never even went to prom. So now that I'm older and all the ladies love me in my real life, I take advantage of it. I take advantage. I go all in on this. I take advantage. Right? Like when I was in high school, I wasn't popular, man. Let's just say I didn't have a lot of female friends in high school. me just put it that way. Okay, what the hell is up with this? What's up with this navigation over here? Let's keep moving. Going straight like a left. Man, you wish you knew, bro. You wish. When I was in high school, man, I did not get invited to a single party in my 4 years in high school. So many people around me were discovering themselves in high school. I was focusing on the books. I was hitting the books when I was in high school. Because when your ass was poor growing up, hitting the books for me was the only way out. Okay? Because when your ass is broke, like I was as a kid, hitting them books is the only way out. And I hit the books hard when I was a kid. I hit the books hard. There was no time for women. There was no time for ladies when I was in high school. And shit, as soon as I realized I became an adult and I had some money coming in, shit. You guys know I went buck wild, everybody. You know I went buck wild. Yes, please renew your subscriptions. That's the only way you could renew your subscription and subscribe to the channel is using TikTok.com, the website. We've completely lost, basically. Hey, Big O, you weren't supposed to hear that, dog. See, this is the thing about Big O, man. He wasn't poor in high school. He wasn't poor in high school, and he still got no booty. He still didn't get any booty, man. He just didn't get any booty, period. You know, didn't really have anything to do with social economic class. He ain't got no booty, period. Period. Okay? You see, he was already doing well financially as a family when he was in high school. He just didn't get any, period. So he don't even have that to blame on. He just had no game. He had no game whatsoever in high school, so he don't even have that to blame on. At least I have something to blame it on. I didn't have you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. Thank you, Jen. Yes, my Venmo is at the Monkey Kong. Let's keep it moving. Cap my ass. The fact that you had to write cap in all capital letters, it means that I'm telling the truth. Let's keep moving. Yeah, get that daily heart me in, everybody. Get that daily heart me in. It is 1 penny only. Please get that daily heart me in. Thank you, Sunshine. Oliver, what you doing right now? You at work? What you doing right now? What's up, Tashia Bennett? Good morning. Good morning, Tashia. Another thing that I really love about Taiwan is you visibly feel it when you're here. Thank you, Layback and Tommy. I want to explain something to you guys. Check this out. Another thing that you visibly feel when you're in Taiwan is that there just isn't that many people here in Taiwan. There's only 20-25 million people. And there's also, Taiwan is not exactly very high on everybody's list when people come over to Asia to visit. People want to go to Thailand and Japan and China and Hong Kong and Vietnam. Thank you, Boeing Cap. For the heart me, they don't really have Taiwan as the top of their list. So what that means is when you're here in Taiwan, this is a little subway station. It's a Taiwan City Mall underground, but it leads into a subway station. As you can see, it's not even 11 p.m. There's hardly any people. There's no people. When you get on the train, there's no competition for a seat. There's just so few people here, nothing is terribly crowded. When you go to the train station, there's not a big line. When you go on the train, even on Chinese New Year, when everybody is traveling, you could easily get a seat. Half the train is empty. So what I mean by that is this city and this entire island isn't terribly crowded. And this is, you guys have to understand why Taiwan has a complicated relationship with mainland China. Because when mainland China sends a lot of its tourists over here before the DPP regime took power, okay? You have to understand, a lot of locals make a lot of money from the tourists running stores, running shops. But there's also a lot of people who are living here in Taiwan who resent the influx of tourists that are coming from mainland China because they feel like it makes everything more expensive, it makes transportation more packed, it makes the roads more congested, it makes the hotels more expensive, it makes everything less of a pleasant experience for anybody that's not in the travel or hospitality industry. So this is why I decided to come to Taiwan during Chinese New Year. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike, for the red packets. Happy New Year, sir. This is why I like Taiwan. Thank you, Mike. It just doesn't have that many people. There's just not that many people. You know, Maggie, I wouldn't say that they don't like tourists because there's a lot of Taiwan who's waiting for Chinese tourists to come back. but it's a very, very otherwise chill place. Like, it is a very chill place that doesn't have a lot of congestion. Thank you, Mike, for the red packets. Thank you, Mike. It just doesn't have a lot of tourists. It just doesn't have that many people. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, like, it's a pretty place, but it's quiet, Tommy. It's not like shoulder to shoulder with people in China. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, y'all make it worth it for me to get my ass out here streaming so close, so late at night. So I appreciate you guys. I'm going to Bangkok, actually, I think this next month in February, before I come back home to America. I might make like a little 2-week trip to Bangkok. I gotta prepare for coming back to America. It's so much more chill, Sandra, because you have to understand. What's up, Simon? You gotta understand, mainland China has a lot of people. Anytime you have a lot of people, it's very pleasant in the sense that a lot of services are available to you. Things are cheap because there's so many people and so much competition. But the problem is, it also makes it unpleasant for the average person who doesn't have a private driver, who doesn't have a private jet. Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, Simon. Happy Chinese New Year, brother. Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Simon. Does that make sense? Thank you, Judy. Does that make sense, everybody? Does that make sense? I appreciate that, Rebecca. Let's keep it moving. I think we got to make a left turn here. Does that make sense? Thank you, Sandra. Look at this subway right here. This is a subway station. There's an underground mall that leads into a subway station. There's nobody. Thank you, Pat Zerg. There's literally nobody here. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Bowen Cap. Thank you. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Y'all, we gotta share this live stream. Let's get to a 1,000 shares. We could do this. Let's hit 1,000 shares, everybody. Let's hit 1,000 shares. We could do it. Let's hit 1,000 shares, everybody. Get that daily heart me in, everybody. Thank you, Kelly Nicole, for sharing this live stream with so many people. Thank you, Kelly. Let me see if I'm going the right way. Yep, this is it. Let's get to 1,000 shares, everybody. We got it. Thank you, Sandy, for sharing. Thank you, Sandy. It's not really even that cold. I'm just wearing this hat. I want to keep my head protected. It's not even that cold. You know what? I think I'm gonna take this off. It's not that cold. I don't think I need this hat anymore. Hold on one second, everybody. Haircut bad. Cut bad. Cut bad. How much is it for a big boba team? It's like a couple dollars. It costs nothing. It's cheap. A couple dollars. Yeah, it's Monkey Kong in the house. We're gonna be streaming for another couple hours. We just walking the streets of Taiwan. We're just walking around chilling. How much are haircuts here? A little bit more expensive than mainland China. It's $15, $20 for a haircut if you go to a decent place. You know, Taiwan is actually a relatively easy place to stay if you're an American. Like, let's say you have a desire to live in an Asian location, okay? I don't want to call this place a country, but let's say you have a desire to live somewhere in Asia. Taiwan's a very decent choice because if you have a U.S. passport, they're going to give you a very nice visa that you could use to stay. And the minimum wage here is about $950 a month. But as an expat, if you make $1,500 a month as an expat, just $1,500 a month, which is pretty much any job an American can get, they'll give you a long-term visa to stay here. So yeah, the income requirement for staying in Taiwan on a visa is only $1,500 a month. $1,500 a month. Think about that, 1500, and you can stay here. Yeah, exactly, Sandra. The minimum wage is $950. They want to make sure that you are at 1.5 times minimum wage here in Taiwan, and they'll grant you a visa to stay. So for anybody, especially young people who don't have a family, who's thinking about, you know, possibly staying in, you know, an Asian place somewhere, Taiwan should be near the very top of your list. Because you could be an English teacher making a couple grand here, and you could live a very comfortable life. Which is that gentleman? Remember that gentleman that we saw at the food market like 3 nights ago, and we talked with this gentleman from England. That's what he's doing. So yeah, beautiful. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hit that follow button. Hell yeah, my Venmo is at the Monkey Kong, everybody. I appreciate all you guys. Let's keep it moving. What's the rent like? Rent is not cheap. It's not cheap compared to China, but it's very cheap compared to the United States. Thank you, Terry. Good morning, Terry. It's very cheap compared to the United States. You know, it's a place where, look, here's what I would rank as the best place to live for expats from America. So if you're an American citizen and you wanted to live in Asia, let me rank you the best places to live. Thank you, Ronnie. Let me rank it, okay? If you are just an average person like me and you have a limited budget, thank you, Ronnie. The number one best place for you to live is Thailand. Hands down, if you are on a limited budget and you are a young person or an older person, whoever you are, you're on a limited budget, the best place to live, thank you, Rebecca, is Thailand. You want to be in Thailand. That's the cheapest. You could rent a place for $400 a month, and it'll be like a $4,000 a month apartment in New York City or Los Angeles. So number one is Thailand. Number two is Vietnam, where Uncle Hyochu is from. Vietnam is, in my opinion, the second best place to stay if you are on a budget in Asia. Vietnam. Because it's international, it's got great food, it's affordable, it's international, airports go everywhere in the world. Vietnam is number two, in my opinion. Number one, Thailand. Number two, Vietnam. Number three, I gotta say, Taiwan's gotta be number three. Again, this is not a country unlike Thailand and Vietnam, but it treats itself as one, as a little island, right? As a little island, they treat themselves as a country, even though internationally it's not recognized as a country. This would be third on my list if you're on a budget. If you are a big baller, let's say you got a very nice, let's say you are a very, very well-off person and you wanted to just live in Asia for some reason because it was safe, whatever the reason is, let's say you want to live in Asia, okay? The number one place I would recommend is Singapore. Singapore is number one. If you're very well, so I just gave you guys 3 places to live, or yeah, let's say live if you guys are on a budget. That's Thailand, Vietnam, and Taiwan. If you guys are balling, you have a very nice budget and you make a lot of income, you got a lot, you're doing very well for yourself, the number one place I recommend is Singapore. And then I would recommend Hong Kong, China. And then I would recommend Macau. So Singapore, Hong Kong, and Macau are the 3 places I would recommend for being a foreigner if you have a very nice budget. The reason I don't recommend Japan as much for being an expat is that the level of English proficiency in Japan is horrendous. The average Japanese person speaks little to no English. So it's very, very hard for you to communicate with a lot of locals. Whereas in Hong Kong, in Singapore, these are all old British colonies. They speak perfect English. So you would have a great time as an expat living in those countries if you spoke only English and you don't speak the local language. That's why they have a word for foreigners in Japan. It's called the gaijin. Gaijin is the word for foreigners in Japan. Also, I find the Japanese society, to be a little bit, a polite way of saying it would be that they're a little bit closed off to foreigners. A lot of landlords won't rent to you if you're a foreigner, if you're a gaijin. A lot of clubs won't let you in. They'll try to give you a different price if you're a foreigner. It's just not you won't really see that in Singapore, and you won't really see that in China, and you won't see that here in Taiwan as well. But in Japan, being a foreigner, you'll get rejected from certain places that you try to go into. It's just a reality. So it's a very homogenous society, but it's a very closed off homogenous society in that sense. I've been personally turned away from a couple of establishments in Tokyo because I didn't speak the language. So hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I just find the Japanese to be, and we'll find out when we go over there, they got a lot of unwritten rules in their society. I'll put it that way. That's a little bit different. Man, let me tell you guys. A lot of you guys ask me, what should I be aware of when I come over to China? Is there any cultural faux pas? Let me tell you something, man. There is no cultural faux pas that I'm aware of in China, because they only care about one thing. They only care about one thing over there is, are you going to pay the bill? If the answer is yes, you can go anywhere you want. They don't give a fuck if you speak Chinese or not. Shit, you could come over here speaking an alien language and they will accept you. Hell yeah. We're gonna hit 100. We just hit 100,000 likes, everybody. Thank y'all for being great and watching. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for hitting 100,000 likes, everybody. Thank y'all for tapping on the screen, everybody. Thank you, guys. No, actually, that's not true, man. Taiwan and China don't have the same set of laws. Because you guys have to remember, even though Taiwan is internationally considered to be a part of China, it's not considered to be its own independent nation. Everything is independent here. Their judicial system is independent. Their laws are independent. So it's united with China in the sense that it's on paper a part of China, but its own, everything is, they have their own system for everything. The way they appoint their judges, the way their laws work, the way their elections work. The political system is totally different. They don't pay any taxes towards Beijing every single year at all. There's essentially no fiscal relationship between China and Taiwan whatsoever. There's no relationship between these two places whatsoever. It's connected by name only. In real life, the laws are actually very different out here. The laws wouldn't be the same, right? If I'm using TikTok here in Taiwan and I can't use it in China, that should pretty much tell you that the rules are very, very different between China and Taiwan. Hell yeah, I appreciate that. My Venmo is at the Monkey Kong. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, coach. At the Monkey Kong is my Venmo. Let's keep it moving. We're gonna be doing, I'm gonna say this again. We will be doing this a lot in Japan, where we just walk the streets late at night by ourselves. You only do this in very safe countries, or you do this in safe places like Taiwan. Okay, we're gonna be doing a lot of street walking late at night. But keep the comments flowing, everybody. Even if you just say FYP, let's keep the comments flowing. Keep the comments flowing, everybody. Yeah, Simon is right about that. There's a lot of very inexpensive, I mean, you guys have seen me. I mean, I've stayed at a lot of places in mainland China. It was like $10, $15 a night, $20 a night. $15, $20 a night gets you a very nice hotel. $20 a night in Taipei will get you a capsule hotel. Yes, keep the comments flowing. Dude, we're gonna have so many things we could stream late at night in Tokyo. That place is a 24-hour city. Dorito, here's the thing, Dorito. That's a good question. See, here's the thing, Dorito. So, Dorito, you gotta understand, I've been to Thailand before a few times, but when I went over there, I went as like a very bougie tourist, meaning like I was staying in very nice hotels. This was back when I worked for corporate America. I was staying at very nice hotels, and I was just like living a life of excess. So I didn't really walk the streets that much late at night. But when I go back to Thailand next month to do some streaming, I'm gonna be staying at like very inexpensive places, and we're gonna be doing a lot of walking late at night. So I guess we'll find out together. It should be very safe. I've never had actually, you know what, that's not true. I've actually walked a lot of streets late night by myself in Thailand, and it's always been very good, very safe. There's been a lot of news, and there's been a lot of news about Chinese people being kidnapped over there in Thailand. Chinese people get targeted in a lot of countries in Asia, for those of you that didn't know that. So in the Philippines, they love to kidnap Chinese people. In Myanmar, they love to kidnap Chinese people. In Thailand, they love to kidnap, and they love to steal, and they love to rob from Chinese people. The reason why Chinese people get targeted pretty much everywhere in the world they travel to, Mike just came back from, I don't see if Mike is watching. So Mike just came back from Europe. Europe loves to target Chinese tourists for theft, for stealing from them, from robbing from them. There's a lot of reasons. Because they know that a lot of Chinese people have a habit of carrying cash. Because China is not a cash society anymore, it's WeChat. But when a lot of people go overseas, they like to carry a lot of cash on them. Because China is not a credit card society in the same sense that America is. A lot of Americans, like when I go overseas, I try not to carry a lot of cash. I carry my American Express or my Visa. But a lot of Chinese people love to carry cash. And also, a lot of Chinese people, when they go overseas, they love to spend on luxury items. So they love to go to like the Louis Vuittons, the Chanels of the world. They love to go to these places and shop. So not only do they carry cash, they also buy a lot of luxury items that makes them very big targets for theft, for robbery, and for, it just makes them targets. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, everybody? Thank you, Tiff, for sharing this live stream. Does that make sense, everybody? Hopefully that makes sense. They just make themselves a target everywhere they go. So, Dorito, I think the answer is yes. You and I, we will find out together in Thailand, because I plan on doing the exact same thing. I will tell you the one thing about Thailand, about Bangkok, pretty much everywhere you go, is that at this time of the night, which is, I'm at 10:58 p.m. right now, the night is usually just getting started in Thailand at 11 p.m., whereas you can see here in Taiwan, things are pretty much turning down already. Everything is pretty quiet. But when we go to Bangkok, 11 p.m. is when the night gets started. It's a big time nightlife city. Okay, we appreciate it. As Judy said, I really appreciate all y'all's support. Me and Panda really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you, Terry. Check my map real quick. Just keep going and make a left. Appreciate all y'all's support. Thank you very much. Yeah, Dorito, it's a party city. I can't wait to take you guys there. I'm gonna have a lot of fun in Thailand. I know that city very, very well. During the early days of COVID, as I mentioned, I stayed there for 2 months. My company told me to stay there for 2 months when COVID was breaking out in China in 2020, early 2020. COVID was breaking out in China. My company actually told me not to go back and stay in Thailand for 2 months. So I just stayed there for 2 months in a hotel. And then COVID started to break out in Thailand and the rest of the world, and China got it under control, so I went back to China. But that was two of the best months of my life. For reasons I'm not really gonna go into why. I think you guys can figure out why. That was two of the best months of my entire human existence. Okay, that was two of the best months that I've ever had in my life. Okay, I still think of, every time I think about it, a smile comes on my face. Okay, a smile comes on my face. I think you guys can figure out why. I think you can figure out why. I'm not gonna say anything anymore. We're gonna keep it moving. What's up, Uncle Hyotu? Uncle Hyotu, you see that video I sent you? What Macau looks like right now, how crowded it is. Let's keep it moving, everybody. Hey, Maggie, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna say no comment. But I'm just gonna say I really enjoy being in Thailand for 2 months. Okay? No comment, Sandra. No comment. No comment. Let me just say I had a real good time. I love Thailand. Like, there's another thing you gotta realize is that people always think of Thailand as like the land of, you know, the red lights and all that, but the Thai people are super friendly. I love the Thai people. I love the freaking Thai people. And that's the one thing Taiwan has everywhere. Foot massage parlors. Everywhere. Look at this. Yeah, you see the smile on my face. No comment. Look at that. Absolutely, Sparky. I think we go in there in February. We go in there in February to Thailand. We'll stay in Thailand for like 2 weeks, and then I gotta come back to Shenzhen. I gotta prepare for my trip to America. So yeah, we'll be in Thailand for maybe like a week and a half or 2 weeks. Well, I need to. Before I go back to America, there's a lot of things I need to do with the channel. I need to make some new episodes. I need to make sure we have some content, not just live streaming. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta make sure we have content. So it's just a lot of work I have to do. So it's a lot of work. I got a lot of work to do. Hell yeah, Chrissy. That's why I'm flying back. Hey, also, it's gonna be the first time in my entire adult life. That's the first time in my entire life, period. I'm taking a business class flight. I've never done it before, but I had a lot of American Express points saved up over the last 6 years of working in corporate America, a lot of travel. I have a lot of points saved up. I redeemed my points for a business class flight with Cathay Pacific. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm actually kind of excited about that flight, man. I'm not gonna eat the day before. I'm not gonna eat anything the day before, and I'm just gonna eat on the airplane. You know, I'm gonna eat big time on the airplane. I'm excited. So, how many of you guys have flown business internationally? Like when you go over to Europe or Asia, how many of you guys have flown business internationally? Yo, Tashia Bennett, thank you for the Venmo. Tashia Bennett, Tashia, Maggie Prez, and we got Sandra for the Venmos. Thank y'all. Thank you, Tashia. Oliver, it is a $5,000 ticket. You're absolutely right, but I got it for free. I got it for $120. I got the ticket for $120 using American Express. You're right about that. Thank you, Tashia Bennett, for the Venmo. Thank you, Maggie Prez, for the Venmo. Thank you, Sandra, for the Venmo. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Let's keep it moving. No, it's not lucky. I just saved up all my tickets. I just saved up. Beautiful. Look at that. You see that? The police department don't even work on Chinese New Year. It says Taipei City Police Department Service Center. See that right there? That shit ain't even open for Chinese New Year. It's totally closed. The entire building is dark. Look at this. The cops don't even work on Chinese New Year. How many cops y'all done see? How many cops have you guys seen here in Taiwan? Not a lot. All right, let's go ahead and get up out of here. Let's keep moving. I gotta go fast. 10 seconds.